Well, I'm joined now by Central Texas Congressman Lloyd Doggett, Democrat from Austin. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Phil.
So I guess the big question now is that in D.C. is, can Congress walk and chew gum at the same time, right? Can we do an impeachment inquiry and also pass major legislation? What's your take on that?
Well, we've been doing that. We can pass it through the House, and then Mitch McConnell buries it in the Senate. He claims to be the Grim Reaper, to use his own words, and when it comes to gun safety, he certainly is. But on one bill after another, we've sent them there. He's refused to let the Senate even debate them. I think the bigger question is whether President Trump can do that. He's repudiated the idea of legislating as long as he's being investigated and held accountable. So I think we will pass additional legislation, but whether it will ever get beyond the filing in the Senate remains to be seen.
Impeachment will soak up a lot of time and energy. As you rank the problems of the biggest problems in this country, I mean, where does impeaching the president fall?
The biggest problem in this country today is Donald Trump.
So it's number one at the top.
Well, not necessarily the mechanism, but Donald Trump is the issue. He has waffled around on gun safety now for weeks, just as he did in previous years on the Dreamers. As long as Donald Trump is Donald Trump, abusing his office, misusing our tax money for his personal benefit, and jeopardizing our national security, little else will actually get accomplished in Washington.
And on the Republican side, there are people who are very vocally supporting him. I talked to Texas Senator John Cornyn last week, and he's more nuanced, I think, or at least what he told me. He said, listen, you don't have to condone what the president said in the phone call to say that, you know, this isn't impeachment worthy. Kind of, it's bad, it's not that bad. What do you say to folks like that?
Well, you know, some of the responses of Republicans have just been plain silly, suggesting that it was just a joke to ask the Chinese for help. This new argument that, yeah, it was a violation, but not such a bad violation, I view it as pretty serious. This is wrong. It's very wrong to invite foreign interference. It's the very kind of thing that our founders feared when they were concerned about British or French or Spanish interference, but now it's different countries. To ask for this assistance is a clear abuse of power. It's not a whodunit. We know who did it. He confessed to doing it after denying, and then brags about doing it, but says it's okay to ask foreigners for help. It's not okay. It goes to the heart of our democracy, and we in Congress have a responsibility to respond.